What is an influencer? No, I'm not talking about a YouTuber. I'm talking about a person who exerts undue influence over another. This type of influence usually happens behind closed doors and with malice intent. Undue influence. What is it? How can it hurt you? And how to avoid it. Hello again. This is Certified Probate Real Estate Specialist Daryl Williams with Win-Win Realtors here in Southern California. On this program, we assist personal representatives and attorneys with estate real property. So if you are new here and you're interested in this type of content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. What is undue influence in the California Probate Code? Undue influence affects probates, trusts, conservatorships, guardianships, and contracts. The definition of undue influence here in the state of California is excessive persuasion, which causes a person to act or refrain from acting by overwhelming a person's free will, which results in inequity. One common scenario we hear about of undue influence is when a caretaker family member convinces one of the parents or the parents to change the will to reflect more of an inheritance for that caretaker than other individual family members. This usually results in a will contest, which is costly and time-consuming to the estate. Another common scenario of undue influence is when your elderly loved one remarries and the new spouse convinces that loved one to change their will to give that new spouse the lion's share of that loved one's inheritance. How do you know when undue influence is afoot? If you know that your elderly loved one is subject to manipulation by unscrupulous service providers, to include relatives, friends, caregivers. If your loved ones are in the following scenarios, be aware. When your loved one is totally dependent on someone, when your loved one is isolated from other family members, when your loved one is vulnerable because of incapacity, when your loved one is subject to coercion or intimidation by someone. All of these are situations that may and can lead to undue influence and someone taking advantage of your loved one's estate. The best way, in my opinion, for your family to avoid or prevent the drama of undue influence is to be proactive in your elderly loved one's life. Be completely aware of who's around them, how long that person is around them, and how that person is influencing them. Question of the day: do you know someone who's been a victim of undue influence? If so, let us know what happened in the comments below. When I personally think about undue influence, I think about Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it will. So, as family members, let's work on it for not going wrong in our families. If you've gotten value from this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Daryl Williams. This is Win-Win Realtors TV. If you have any questions for me, my contact information is in the description. This video has been for information purposes only. It is not legal advice. I am not an attorney. If you need legal advice, please contact an attorney. If you need an estate planning attorney here in the Southern California area, feel free to contact me for a referral.